Have you ever wondered what it feels like to be a refugee? To be forced to flee your homeland, leaving everything familiar behind? In the heart of the Middle East, for over 7 decades, millions of individuals have been enduring this harsh reality. They are the Palestine refugees, a population that has been displaced due to ongoing conflict and strife. Their lives are a testament to resilience amidst adversity, a narrative of survival against all odds. Imagine waking up each day not in the comfort of your own home, but in a makeshift shelter, surrounded by uncertainty and fear. This is a day in the life of a Palestine refugee. Food and water, 2 basic necessities that we often take for granted, are a luxury for many of them. Their access to education, healthcare, and employment is severely constrained, shaping an existence that is far from the norm. But these are more than just statistics or faceless figures. Behind each number is a human being with dreams, aspirations, and a longing for a peaceful life. Each one of them has a story that often goes unheard in the clamor of political debates and international policies. Why should we care? Because empathy is what makes us human. Understanding their plight is the first step towards acknowledging their struggle, towards realizing that they too have the right to live with dignity and freedom. The tale of the Palestine refugees is not just about their struggle, though. It's also about their indomitable spirit, their unyielding hope for a better tomorrow. Amidst the bleakness of their reality, they continue to dream, to aspire, to persevere. Their resilience is a lesson for all of us, a testament to the enduring strength of the human spirit. Often the unheard voices carry the most powerful stories. Among these voices are the Palestine refugees. Their voices echo with tales of survival, resilience, and an undying hope. As we delve deeper into their world, let's lend an ear to these voices, for they have much to tell us, much to teach us. In the wake of this humanitarian crisis, a beacon of hope was born. A beacon that was to stand tall amidst the despair, illuminating the path for those who had been displaced and dispossessed. This beacon was none other than the United Nations Relief and Works Agency, or UNRWA for short. Born out of necessity in the aftermath of the Arab-Israeli conflict in 1948, UNRWA was established by the United Nations General Assembly in 1949. Its purpose was clear and vital: to carry out direct relief and works programs for the Palestine refugees. Stripped of their homes and their livelihoods, these refugees were in dire need of assistance. And so, UNRWA stepped in, a beacon of hope amidst the darkness. In the early years, UNRWA's mission was primarily focused on providing relief in the form of food, shelter, and medical services. With time, the agency's scope of work evolved to encompass education, social services, and emergency assistance, among other areas. The aim was not only to provide immediate relief, but also to equip the refugees with the means to rebuild their lives. And it wasn't just about providing aid. UNRWA was and continues to be a voice for the voiceless. From the very beginning, it has been committed to the principles of humanity, impartiality, neutrality, and independence. This commitment remains unwavering, even as the agency faces numerous challenges. In the face of adversity, UNRWA stood firm, delivering aid and support to the refugees, even in the most trying of circumstances. It was more than just an agency. It was and continues to be a symbol of resilience and hope. And thus, UNRWA started its journey, a journey to provide relief and hope to the countless lives affected, a journey that, despite the odds, continues to this day, lighting up the path for those in need, one step at a time. But the path of relief is never smooth, and the journey of UNRWA has been an uphill battle. The United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestine Refugees has faced a mountain of challenges in its endeavors to provide aid to those in need. Over the years, the agency has grappled with political hurdles that have sought to undermine its mission. Take, for example, the recent statements from prominent political figures threatening to deport those who express support for Palestinians. These proclamations create a climate of fear and uncertainty that can impede UNRWA's ability to operate effectively. Financial hurdles have also proven to be significant obstacles on this uphill journey. With a crisis as vast as the one in Gaza, resources are stretched thin. The agency relies on the generosity of nations and individuals alike to fund its operations. However, as the political landscape shifts, so too does the financial support. This inconsistency of funding can hamper the agency's ability to plan and execute its relief efforts efficiently. The operational hurdles are perhaps the most heartbreaking. The recent news of over 70 UNRWA employees losing their lives in the Gaza Strip stands as a stark reminder of the dangers faced by those on the front lines of the relief work. Each bomb dropped, each facility hit, and each life lost makes the uphill climb that much steeper. These challenges have a profound impact on UNRWA's ability to deliver its services. With each political, financial, and operational hurdle, the agency's capacity to provide essential assistance such as education, healthcare, and emergency aid to over half of the population in Gaza is threatened. Yet despite these challenges, UNRWA continues its mission, standing tall in the face of adversity. The path is steep and the journey is challenging, but the resolve of UNRWA is unwavering. In the face of daunting obstacles, they persist, driven by the humanitarian principles of humanity, impartiality, neutrality, and independence. The uphill battle continues, but so does the fight for relief. As we stand today, the situation is far from ideal. The plight of the Palestine refugees continues unabated, their voices often lost in the cacophony of war and political rhetoric. Amidst this turmoil, the United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestine Refugees in the Near East, or UNRWA, stands as a beacon of hope, tirelessly providing essential services to over half of the population in Gaza. However, their task is not without danger. In the past few weeks, the escalating conflict has claimed the lives of at least 72 UNRWA employees, a chilling statistic that surpasses the total number of casualties suffered by the agency in the previous 2 decades. Their facilities, which provide refuge for 700,000 people, have not been spared either, bearing the brunt of more than 10,000 bombs. Despite this, the UNRWA remains committed to its mission, striving to uphold its humanitarian principles of humanity, impartiality, neutrality, and independence. Their staff and students are trained to adhere to these principles, even as they navigate the precarious landscape of a war-torn region. The attacks on the organization are not a reflection of their work, but rather biased attempts to politicize their efforts. The recent conflict has also exacerbated the challenges faced by the Palestine refugees, particularly in Gaza. Limited access to education due to the COVID-19 pandemic and the ongoing blockade has added another layer of complexity to an already dire situation. The need for UNRWA services, therefore, has increased manifold. In the face of such adversity, it would be easy to lose hope, but the UNRWA's resolve remains unshaken. Their work, though fraught with danger, is an essential lifeline for the millions of Palestine refugees who rely on their services. The situation may be far from ideal, but the necessity for the continuation of the UNRWA's work is undeniable. The need for UNRWA's work is more urgent than ever before. The question now is, what can we do? The situation of Palestine refugees is dire, and the work of the United Nations Relief and Works Agency UNRWA is more crucial than ever. But their work is not just a fleeting headline or a passing news story. It's a living, breathing narrative of humanity that needs our attention and our support. In a world that can sometimes seem overwhelming with its barrage of crises and conflicts, it's easy to feel like a solitary drop in an ocean of issues. But remember this, every drop contributes to the ocean's vastness. Every voice, every action, every instance of awareness and understanding contributes to the larger narrative of change. And that's where you come in, learning about the situation of Palestine refugees, understanding the invaluable work that UNRWA does isn't just about expanding your knowledge. It's about becoming a part of a global conversation. It's about adding your voice to a chorus that sings for justice, for empathy, and for the unwavering belief that every human being has a right to safety, dignity, and a fair chance at life. International cooperation and solidarity are not just buzzwords. They are the building blocks of a world that values human rights over political gain, that prioritizes empathy over apathy. They are the pillars that uphold the structure of a world that is fair, just, and kind to all its inhabitants. So let's take this journey together. Let's learn about the trials and tribulations of Palestine refugees. Let's understand the vital role that UNRWA plays in alleviating their suffering. Let's spread the word about their plight and the beacon of hope that UNRWA represents. And most importantly, let's stand in solidarity with Palestine refugees. Remember, every voice counts. Your voice can make a difference. Learn more, spread the word, and stand in solidarity with Palestine refugees.